Kiernan Jarrod Forbes, professionally known as AKA, has been reportedly shot dead in a drive-by shooting ahead of his 31st birthday party. The sad incident is reported to have happened in front of Yugo nightclub located in Stamford Hill in Durban, South Africa. Another person believed to be AKA's bodyguard was also wounded, while another unidentified person who is believed to be a close friend of AKA was also killed. AKA's family also confirmed his death in a statement on Saturday morning. Two unknown cars are believed to have opened fire on the rapper while he was standing outside the Wish restaurant. According to social media posts, AKA was due to perform at a Durban nightclub, Yugo, where he was expected to perform as part of his birthday celebration.
What's good, y'all? What's the Numbers TV? It's your boy Paul Rowe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and like a video if you appreciate the content that Paul Rowe and What's the Numbers are providing. Today we back with another profile piece. This one is on AKA. In this video we're going to talk about his early years growing up in Africa. Then we'll speak about AKA's entry into the music business as a producer and then a rapper. After that, we're going to focus a bit on his personal life and the different relationships he had with multiple women, some of which made news headlines for different reasons. And finally, we will break down the situations surrounding his death that have left his fans with many unanswered questions. AKA, real name Kiernan Jarrod Forbes, was born in Cape Town, South Africa, and was raised there by his grandmother till about the age of 7, at which that time he moved with his mother to Johannesburg, which is South Africa's biggest city. He attended school in Johannesburg and was a pretty decent student who went on to enroll in St. John's College to further his education. Around this time, he also began to dabble in music, and in 2002, AKA alongside two of his friends named Vice Versa and Greyhound formed a hip-hop group called Entity. The group had a hit called Touch and Go, and in 2005 received a nomination for a Cora Award in the Best African Hip-Hop category. But then, in 2006, Entity disbanded for reasons unknown, which is when AKA decided to go study sound engineering so he would be able to help with the production of his own music as well as others. Then, in 2007, AKA joined Bucks and Casma to form the production collective known as the Ivy League. In 2009, AKA decided to embark on a solo career as a rapper. He released some hits like Mistakes, In My Walk, and Do It, with the latter making it to the #1 spot on the South African Top 40. He won music awards for Best Newcomer, Best Hip Hop as a Solo Act, and Best Produced Album for his debut album, Alter Ego. It is then that he was dubbed Prince of South African Rap by one of the national newspapers. He also won Best Dressed Man during the GQ Awards in South Africa. In 2011, AKA won some more awards for his song Victory Lap. With his newfound popularity, AKA was chosen to open up for some big-name American rappers like Kanye West, Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross, 2 Chainz, Big Sean, and Kendrick Lamar while they were performing in South Africa. In late 2014, AKA signed a multi-album deal with Sony Music through its new local urban label, Sound African Recordings. Also in 2014, AKA's love life started to interest his fans who wanted to know as much as they could about their favorite artists. He began dating producer DJ Zenheli, with whom he had a kid with, but in 2015, the couple split after it was reported that AKA had cheated with a woman who was on television. AKA and his baby mother, DJ Zenheli, got back together in late 2018, although later in 2019, they broke up once again. In February of 2021, AKA posted a picture on Instagram announcing his engagement to his girlfriend, Nelly Tembi. The two seemed to be in love, but it was rumors that their relationship was a bit toxic and abusive. Not soon after the engagement announcement, tragedy struck when in April of 2021, Tembi died after she fell from her 10th floor balcony while staying at a hotel in Cape Town with AKA. Following the death of Tembi, some people started to doubt that her fall was an accident or that she committed suicide. Some people believed that AKA had something to do with her death. Reports emerged that AKA had been on drugs as their troubles as a couple had gotten worse. Pictures were released where AKA can be seen using his hands to violently break down a door to enter the bedroom that Tembi was hiding in. The incident, which occurred at an apartment the two were sharing in Johannesburg, allegedly took place about a month before her death. With many people pointing the finger at AKA, he released the EP titled Bahava Mania in November of 2021, with plans to drop his fourth studio album titled Mass Country sometime in the near future. The single for the album, called Lemons, was released in September of 2022 and went on to go 4 times platinum, proving that even with all the controversy around AKA's name, he was still a star in the rap game. In February of 2023, AKA was gearing up to finally release Mass Country, which had a release date for that month. He was moving around to different cities promoting the album and also celebrating his birthday, which had just passed. On February 10th, AKA, who was scheduled to perform at the Yugo nightclub in Durban as part of his birthday celebration, was standing outside a restaurant with friends when a gunman ran up to him and fatally shot him in the head, while another gunman shot and killed his friend Tibbs, who was a celebrity chef. The 2 gunmen then fled the scene on foot. AKA and Tibbs were both pronounced dead at the scene. AKA was 35 years old at the time of his death. For a while after the killing, no one would be arrested, with plenty of people wondering who would have a reason to kill AKA. But then in February of 2024, 7 suspects will be arrested in connection with the murders of AKA and Tibbs. The police said the hitman would pay to target AKA, who was followed from the airport. The suspects who are behind bars include 2 gunmen who allegedly fired several rounds at the victims, 3 spotters who are accused of following AKA from Durban's airport, someone who allegedly sourced the firearms which were used in the ambush, as well as the alleged mastermind. Reports detailing money transactions have emerged following the arrest of the individuals, proving that someone paid for AKA to be murdered. And in March of 2024, that information had dropped when prominent South African businessman named Sidney Muffundo Gakaba was implicated as the person that deposited the money that was used to pay the alleged killers after the murder of AKA took place. But as of yet, Sidney has not been arrested for his participation in the crime. But no clear-cut motive has been established yet. Although law enforcement said that during the trial of these arrested men, a motive should be released. But yo, it's What's the Numbers TV. This is a quick profile piece on AKA, real name Kiernan Jared Forbes, you know what I'm saying, rapper out of South Africa, was doing his thing. Actually, an album of his came out after his death and it went multi-platinum already. So he was like his star was still rising, his popularity was still growing. Did it probably jump some after his death? Probably, yes it did, but he was already doing his thing, was already buzzing, and looked like he was continuing to get bigger before his death. But after, like many rappers, after his death, his album, sold through the roof, multi-platinum out there. Now, money was deposited in the killer's bank accounts after the murder, so that pretty much confirms that it was a murder for hire, and the different people that was used to, plan out and conduct this hit. It was up to like 6 people plus the person that paid, so a total of 7 people arrested as of right now. But on that note, man, we like to bounce around, touch different regions with our stories. And this one is I think this might be our first one out of Africa, South Africa to be exact. So, it's What's the Numbers TV. That's what we do, man. First one with it. Exclusive story for the internet as far as on the YouTube side of things. And on that note, man, I just want to tell you, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Follow the Instagram, What's the Numbers TV. And on that note, man, I'm out of here. Polo, What's the Numbers TV. I'll be back before you know it, man. I'm out of here. Peace.